Hello, everyone. Welcome to the show. Another great edition of Bringing in the House podcast show where we spotlight musicians, entertainers, artists, and leaders. Get your meal. And we have a great meal for you tonight. Before we get started, though, I just want to mention that right here in Austin today, it was MLK, Martin Luther King Festival downtown at the Houston Tillotson University, HBCU. And man, it was really, really nice. Yeah, so I've got to give a shout out to my sorority, Alpha Kappa Alpha sorority, the Beta Psi Omega chapter. It was really just great being there, and we were giving away books all day, and I mean giving them away. Everybody was coming to the table like, "Hey, what do they cost?" But no, we were actually giving them away, and so everyone who came out, big shout out to you guys. Without further ado, though, this young man is disturbing the peace in a good way, in a great way. I mean, now he's taking the Texas market by storm. He's a Texas realtor. Let's give it up for Mr. Savion Blessed.
Yeah, thank you. Appreciate it.
You are very welcome. Congratulations on all your success. It's taking off so fast. How does that make your head feel? It's like, whoa.
Man, I'm just enjoying it, taking day by day, looking at just expanding on my growth and in the process just looking what I can do to give back. So, I'm loving it.
Yeah, and that's so important. I noticed that about you from, we just really met last Sunday, and I saw that you do have that heart, that spirit of giving. And when you have a spirit of giving, you get it back tenfold. How the Bible says, pressed down, shaken together, and running over. And that's why you're so successful, because you give more than you take, and that's very important. I can see that already. Tell us where you're from. We got to represent your hometown, your alma mater.
Yeah, so hometown is Atlanta, but I do have a few other places that have a special heart, like Seattle and like right outside DC, but my hometown's Atlanta.
ATL.
Yeah.
Wow. I lived in Atlanta 4 years. I love Atlanta. I was in Sandy Springs for 4 years. So
Nice.
yeah, it's just so much to do in Atlanta, and I love all the big tall trees, and the weather is it's great.
Yeah, it's happening. I just took a trip out there with my family. I think back in October. It was a good time. Loved
Yeah.
it.
Yeah. It's awesome, man. Well, thanks so much for, stopping by on the show. I know you could be doing several things, but you decided to, come by and talk with us. So I really appreciate it. I see that you are a communications major. Like we always say comm major.
Yeah.
We have that in common, because I'm communication major too.
Oh, nice. That's awesome. What was like the emphasis? Like what communication? Did you have like a certain path?
Speech and theater with a
Oh,
concentration in communication. Yeah.
nice. Yeah, I did communications with an emphasis on like corporate communications.
Oh wow.
Yeah. So just really trying to learn the business side of it all, and
Yeah.
it was a fun journey.
Yeah. So which school did you attend?
Lamar University. It's in Beaumont, Texas, right outside of Houston, probably maybe 50, 60 miles right outside of Houston, about an hour away. But yeah, Lamar University. I got my bachelor's degree from there in corporate communications.
That is awesome. One of the he's a friend. We partner together. Arius Hurd. He's a founder of Honored Abilities, and he is a graduate of Lamar. I had never heard of Lamar University until he was telling me all about it. He's from Beaumont. Yeah.
Oh,
So
that's cool.
yeah, yeah.
No Cardinals.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So now you're on to big things with real estate. What made you choose real estate as your career path?
So I got into it for a couple of reasons because before, like I said, I was a corporate communications major. I started working for a Fortune 500 company that was real based around sales and service. And then I think that just kind of got embedded in me. I'm real got like sales, competitive. And then, I like the service aspect of being able to, help others out. And then I think one of my main reasons too was to like gain an advantage in trying to create some generational wealth, as long as, showing others how to obtain that generational wealth through real estate.
That's right. That's right. And there you go again, giving back. It's
Yeah.
not all about what you can take. I love your attitude. You're learning and growing, but you also passing it along and sharing the wealth with others. That's a beautiful, beautiful thing.
Absolutely.
Yes, yes. Do you come from a long line of, your family members, entrepreneurs, business owners?
I have a few family members, that do business, but as far as like real estate goes, I would be the first. So I'm definitely gonna, start the trend and like keep it going. But yeah, I definitely think I just kind of, picked it up. I think I was pushed along the way too. Like after a while, just kind of hearing from people too, that kind of like, hey man, you might try this career out. This may be good for you. And then I finally did it. It was about 4 or 5 years in the making, and then I was
Mhm.
dabbled in Airbnb some, and then finally just started full on with real estate.
Wow.
Mhm.
Wow, look, and it's just like that.
Yeah,
Unless you know you walking in your calling when it opens up wide like that.
that's it.
Yeah. What they say, you understood the assignment, in other words.
Mhm.
What
Absolutely.
would you say is the most challenging? Well, if you have any challenges, because like I said, it seems like it's been pretty smooth for you. But if you've had some challenges, launching your real estate career, what would you say that is, and how were you able to overcome?
Yeah, I say some of the biggest challenges would be, I think, just like the startup, because the amount of time, dedication you have to like the studying and just like getting everything ready with the application and all
Mhm.
your classes on top of like, because a lot of times people do this when they're already in careers and later in life. Sometimes people do it, right out of school, but if you've already like established yourself, have a family, trying to get into real estate and still have to like find a way to make ends meet, I think that was like one of the more challenging parts. But once you get in it, it's rewarding. But I think having to get all the classes and things ready. But after that part, it's worth it.
Yes, yes. I believe it or not, I have real estate. I had a real estate license in the state of Tennessee.
Really, that's cool.
Yeah, yeah. I was radio personality for about 30 years, and so I decided when I lived in Memphis to do real estate for a while. I passed all the tests and got the licenses. But like you said, if you don't, it's kind of difficult in that early stage, because it was just me and
Mhm.
trying to get all those fees covered.
Yeah,
Yeah. Do they still have like was it like a lock box or something that you have to?
yeah, they do. Yeah, it's like
Mhm.
you have to do it through your board of realtors, whoever you sign up with, and then
Yeah.
you go through like a box. They call it Super now. And
No, okay.
all the houses that you can go and unlock the key with.
Wow.
Mhm.
Yeah. And then all those little fees, they add up. It can be costly, huh? Kind of costly.
Yeah, yeah, it's like your registration fee, your classes. Then once you
Hmm.
get in, they got your board fees and all the other registration fees. Yeah, it become a lot, but like I said, you can make it back if you hit just some hustle, and depending on your market,
Hmm.
the
Hmm.
market has a lot to do with
Yeah. There's a lot to do with it.
it. Mhm.
And so you're certified for the state of Texas. So is there any particular like geographical area in Texas that you kind of target the most?
Yeah, right now, Austin and Houston. So I
Okay.
have family and friends in both areas, so I definitely tend to travel between the two. So I'm between Austin and Houston right now.
All right.
Mhm.
Oh,
So,
lucrative. Sounds lucrative to me. So I know so many realtors out there, and and everybody's doing well with it, but or they have a great reputation and all of that. What sets you apart, Savion, from some of the other local agents? What would you say sets
well,
you apart?
yeah, I would say, well, I mean, having a degree in communications, I'll make sure to stay engaged and create like a strong connection for people. So, they always have me to rely on and talk to get through their, process.
Mhm.
Also, when it comes to achieving goals, I want to do that, for them and and myself as well. So I'm definitely goal oriented. I also, embody courage, action, and integrity. So I make sure to do things the right way. And
Mhm.
serving others is what I do best. I want to win, and I
Mhm.
want others to win by, relentlessly going after their goals and dreams. So however I can, support that, that's me.
That's what sets you apart. That's really good. I love your outlook. You know, you have such a positive outlook on everything. So the sky is not even a limit for you. You know, with that type of attitude. So,
Right.
what would you say other than, well, we know money and we know it's an awarding career, I guess, financially. But what would you say the most awarding part of your career is?
I think definitely being able to allow someone to like, you know, provide or put a roof over themselves or family, you know, just being able to have that place that they just call home, you know, and that's just them and their sanction. Because I know a lot of times, you know, people have to go out into this world and there's a lot of things going on. But when you get home, you just want to have that solace and that peace and just that space, you know. And I feel like when it's yours, you know, you have that, you know, and I feel
Mhm.
like being able to give people that is super rewarding. So just
Yeah.
giving that peace and solace.
Yes, that is so good. I love to hear that. I love to hear that. So, do you represent like several clients at one time, or do you mainly just focus on one client at a time?
No, I take on several clients at a time. Sometimes, yeah, we juggle. I could juggle between, you know, like, you know, a couple buyers and a seller, and then, you know, people may be looking for rental properties as well. Um, and yeah, at any given moment, I could take on multiple clients.
Awesome. That is so good. And what is the name? Because we didn't get the name. We want to make sure everybody knows the name of your company.
Yeah, so I work for Realty Texas. Yeah, that's my brokerage company, and we're based in the Austin area, but we have offices in Houston as well.
All right. You guys heard that? Realty Texas. I'm going to put that on the screen so
Yeah,
everybody can see that. Realty Texas. Y'all got to, you, if you're like, I'm looking for a home. I haven't bought one. I usually just rent one because I know I like to move around.
yeah, nah, nah,
Yeah, I like to move
yeah,
around.
I do understand people do that.
Yeah, but yeah, hey, reach out to Savion if you're in that market and you're looking to buy a home anytime soon and in the Texas area. This is the man, this young man right here. He, his work ethic is just so is impeccable. So, and that's what you want. That's what you want on your side when you're trying to make a major life-changing decision such as purchasing a home. Yeah.
Absolutely, absolutely. Thank you,
Yeah.
thank you. Yeah, and I
You
definitely will take care of people. You know, never looking to like push anybody in anything. You know, walk you through all the
mhm,
steps and you know
mhm.
help you see it through.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah. So, how many years, or has it been a year or so yet that you've been in real estate?
Yeah, so I've been dabbling with real estate. Well, since I have been having the Airbnbs since let's see, I started back in 2022, but I've been a full time licensed agent since last year.
Okay. All
Hmm.
right. That is so good. Yeah. So so you tried that route. That's a good way to go, like
Yeah,
through the Airbnb to kind of see if this is for you, if this is your
right.
real niche.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, it was different because it's like
Hmm.
short term, and you know you definitely meet and you know deal with a lot of people too. But on the service side, it's similar to you know how you have to like take care of people and their needs and their wants, and you know kind of like preemptively think about you know what somebody may be looking for before they even get to your place or what you may be looking for them for.
Hmm.
Mm.
Hmm. So, what are some of your most some achievements that you're most proud of
Mm.
since you've been into real estate?
I would say some of my most achievements would be definitely um, people getting into like their first homes because I feel like when they do, you know, they feel like this, just have this big like sense of like relief, you know, and you just kind of see it on their faces that, you know,
Hmm.
some have cried, you know, some have been really joyful, but they feel really just like at ease and at peace. So I think those are like some of my biggest rewards, just being able to see people like satisfied and happy once they, uh,
Hmm.
you know, have gotten that just first piece of like, you know, I did it, you know. So
Yeah.
that's pretty cool to see.
Yeah. When you put those keys in their hand.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I know that that's got to be a great feeling. Yeah, yeah.
Absolutely.
Put those keys in there, and they're like, "Wow, my first piece of property."
Right.
Mhm. Yeah, I'm sure some people probably shed some tears, like it was their very first time purchasing a home, or they might be a first generation purchaser.
Yeah, yes. I've experienced that where like they were the first ones in their family who, were able to have like ownership. So, that was like a huge moment for him. And I remember all his family being there and just, yeah, they had a big celebration and they were rooting for him. So, yeah, those are just good moments and really good to see for people, And I definitely want to see that for everyone because, everybody deserves, a place and deserve a place of their own.
That's correct. I agree. That is so good. Yes. So you're a very busy man. Do you have any other? Is real estate your main lane? Of course, but do you have like other little side projects that you juggle or?
Yeah, no, I mean, real estate is the main thing. Real estate is the main thing. I have a couple like, ambitions that I do plan to like want to do get into, but I know those are kind of in the making. Those are just like in my head. I eventually want to get into um, logistics. Excuse me. I was trying to
Mhm.
think. Yeah, so I eventually want to get into
Mhm.
logistics, but right now, my main thing is real estate.
Is real estate. That is so good. How do you juggle all of that, Savion? I know you have a family, right?
Yeah.
You have
Yes. Yes.
beautiful wife,
Had three
beautiful
kids.
children, three
Yeah,
kids.
3 kids. Yes.
So
Yeah,
how
that
how is that for
time
you?
management. I've definitely have always been. I think before when I was working in the corporate America, it was kind of very taxing on time, and it kind of
Mm-hmm.
showed me like the importance of being there with your family because one thing that was like um, that was difficult was like when it would come to after school events or activities,
Mm-hmm.
you almost have to ask to like go to your kid's basketball game or go to their golf event. And you kind of feel guilty, like, why should I have to like ask something like that to go to, one of my kids' events? So I started learning like, hey, I want to get into careers and fields where I can kind of shape and mold my own time, and kind of
Mm-hmm.
be able to prioritize the things that are important, which would definitely be family. So being now, I definitely prioritize and making sure I allow my time for business and then, I do still have my time for family, but understanding that, that structure is important because, you don't want to get too far gone. And you look back and you're like, man, where'd the time go? Or, what did I not do? So yeah, I want to
Yeah.
be as present as aware as I can in each moment.
Aw, that is so good. That's so good. Guys, if you're just tuning in, I'm speaking with Texas Realtor Savion Blessed. And no, that's his name, Blessed. Isn't that something? That's your biological name, Savion?
Yes, yep. Savion Bless. Yeah, it's on my birth certificate, or excuse me, that's on my social and my driver's license.
That is so good, man. With a name like Blessed, you can't miss.
Yeah, like this, right?
You can't miss. And the first name, Savion, that's almost like Savior. It's like, so you just got it great on both ends.
Exactly. Yeah, I'm heard from a friend. I was a friend back in Beaumont, and he had said that he was like, "Yeah, Savion." He looked it up. He was like, "It means new beginning." So it also goes with like people, in their house journey, looking for that sort of thing. So it's like starting a new chapter, a new beginning. So yeah.
Yeah, that's really a name is everything. What you name your children, and is we had to be careful, because you were blessed.
Yeah.
Look, you were blessed, but you know what I'm saying. It was very fortunate that you were given those names because you are living up to those names. So especially in the biblical days, it was so important what we name our kids because a lot of times that's what you become.
Right.
So. Mm-hmm.
So true.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so that is so good. I mean, man, time is going so fast, when you're having fun, if someone, you met someone who was trying to get into your lane, get
Yeah.
into the career field of real estate, I mean, what would you say to them?
Oh, I would say, reach out, get a mentor, because a mentor is so, so important. And that's in any field that you do
It
because
is.
having someone who's willing to like give you the knowledge and share it on, allows you to almost have a cheat code in a sense, right? Because mentors have already went through it. They've already went through the rough patches and the long nights. So when they're giving you that knowledge, it's like, hey, you just press these buttons here and you're, pass go. So I think you're definitely a mentor. And especially, if my field, if anybody does want to get in and they need some assistance and want some knowledge, they can definitely, reach out to me. And I'll be more than glad to, pass whatever knowledge I've obtained on. But yes, I would say get a mentor because it will help guide you and make things smooth, especially in this world. I know a lot of times people go through things and they feel like they have to go through it alone, but we don't. It's always better when you can, form a team or just have that, that branch or that hand that's going to be there for you.
That is so true. It is so true. We weren't put here to be alone. It's all about community, communion. That's what God wants from us to,
Amen.
Yeah. So no man is an island. We weren't meant to be alone or live alone. And it's strength. It strengthens us. Strength comes in numbers. So I agree with everything that you're saying. Do you have any shout outs? I'm sure you do. Anyone you want to recognize?
I mean, I definitely would shout out like my family for supporting me through, getting to this journey. I know a lot of times, like I may have had to sacrifice some like dinners or not be there, or like sometimes they would help me like even study with like flashcards and stuff. So it was kind of cool to have them like engage with me on that. So I definitely want to, shout them out. Definitely want to shout out my friends who, support me through the journey and were just kind of eager to work with me as soon as I started my career in this. And definitely want to shout out my team at work, just the whole like Realty Texas. They definitely do, more than enough to make sure I'm caught up to speed, knowledgeable, and have everything I need to get out there and hit the ground running. My first one I probably should have definitely led with, but definitely not last. But definitely got to give a shout out to God.
Amen.
God gives the glory to just everything that's I've been able to accomplish thus far, and whatever else lies ahead. So definitely want to leave with that.
Yep, you got to give praises to God, man, because He makes everything possible. It's nothing we could do without Him. I am nothing. I am nothing without Him, and that's something. Was that Luther Vandross? No, Whitney Houston has a song, "I Am Nothing" or whatever, but mine is related to God, though.
That's a good one.
Boy, yeah. So.
Right.
Yeah, the family support and the love and all that is so important. The Most High, He provides that beautiful family and all
Yeah,
those
yeah.
wonderful people.
Gives you everything.
Yes,
All
yes,
right.
He does. Yes. So if someone wants to buy a home from you, hey, they can contact you at this number right here.
Yes, yes. Yeah, I'm on. Contact me there on that number. Then they can reach me on Facebook, just first and last name, and same thing with Instagram, first and last name.
Yeah. Yeah, you're blowing up on social media. I see that.
Yeah, go make it work. Gotta build it up. So yes, indeed.
Yeah. Yes, we've had such a great time having you here. Before you go, though, tell us a little bit about your application process. Is it pretty lengthy?
Yeah, no, for applications, it's just more about, depends on the type of location or home that people may buy, but it's pretty quick. Just, they do credit check, income, and then just background. And then, yeah, we get our answer and can proceed. But yeah, no, it doesn't take much time at all.
Yeah. So once the process starts, say if I wanted to buy a house today, when would I could, just approximately, with just a guesstimation number, I could be moving in by what, June, July?
No, I mean, if you started today, being February 1st, you could, get in somewhere and have your own home by like March 15th.
Wow.
Yeah.
It's that fast now.
Yeah.
It used to be a longer process.
can be that fast. Yes. Yeah.
I'm thinking.
Yeah.
I'm mimicking my little granddaughter. She's 2 years old, Maya, and I guess she sees her parents doing that.
Yeah. She's with the thinking cap on. That's cool.
Yeah. So I'm thinking like,
All
I could be in there by March, huh?
right. That's awesome.
Not bad. It's not bad at all. The process is much faster than it used to be, say 10, 20 years ago.
Yeah. No, it's a lot faster, much more streamlined. Everybody, like I said, it's working together. So it can, yeah, be in there in no time.
No time. Yeah. Well, that is good to know. Anything else you want to share with anyone before we go? Any words of encouragement. You already kind of did that. You kind of
Yeah, yeah,
talked these, but
it's my thing. Yeah, I mean, I think we're a month in. Definitely a great month. Black History Month. I want people to just continue to go throughout the year. Stay positive because I know positivity is one of the best things that can lead us. It's easy to kind of get off track and just have those moments where we're not just being at one and peace with ourselves. So I think a lot of times people just have to take that chance for them to do something for themselves, whether that's just take a moment and pray, take a moment and meditate. Just take a moment of solace and think about what you may want. Think about your goals. Think about when you want to accomplish them. How you want to accomplish them, and just give it all to God and let everything else work itself out. So I think that's kind of what I just would want to leave off on. It's just people allowing them to have space for themselves and give it all to God.
wow, well said. That was very well said. Guys, we thank you so much for tuning in. I see Deja, your niece does she come in and she's clapping for you? Yay. So thank you, Deja. We really appreciate you, for tuning in with us. Also, I want to mention because we're going to be celebrating 5 years in July. The podcast show will be 5 years old. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, so it hasn't been easy, to be this consistent. So we're going to be changing our theme song, the opener. It was composed by Elijah Hugh out of Memphis, Tennessee, back in 2020, and I really love that theme song. But we're going to give someone else an opportunity. So I had placed this little like notification, a post or whatever on social media. We're calling all musicians. If you think you have what it takes, we want something kind of bubbly, pop mainstream theme music, fresh to bring, celebrate the 5 years that we've been on air. So hit me up at Millie Mills at millhouseentertainment.com. I'm going to post it again on social media. I'm going to be posting a lot, for the next couple of months, trying to recruit some new musicians or rappers, or, it doesn't matter. We just want to,
Awesome.
want to hear a different variety. Man, we have really enjoyed it. I mean, it's time for us to get out of here. But before we go, I just want to thank you so much for stopping by. Tell everybody once more, what's the name of your real estate company and how they can reach out to you.
All right. So I'm Savion Blessed, and you can reach out to me through my Facebook, Savion Blessed, just my first and last name, and Instagram together, Savion Blessed. And I'm with Realty Texas.
Realty Texas. Y'all hear that? He's a realtor right here in the state of Texas, and he's kind of targeting what you say, Houston and the Austin area. Yeah,
Austin Metro, so all around Austin,
mm-hmm.
Round Rock, Georgetown, Kyle, Buda. Yeah, same thing with Houston Metro.
Wow, amazing. We really enjoyed you. Congratulations on all your success. Thanks again for stopping by. Bring it in the house.